Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. It has been a minute since I've made a video, okay? So, I'm coming back with some new content. I am very, words can't even describe how happy I am to be back. I'm at a totally different headspace. A totally operating from a whole different level, okay? And I am very happy to be back with you guys. So, a message that came through, and it's crazy because people's energy is everything right now, okay? It really is. It'd be hard to be around people, you know, when you yourself is healing, when you trying to figure out who you are, you know, and doing the work to figure out, you know, get your mind right. And so what I can tell you is to protect your energy is to learn how to say no. Just straight out, flat out, no. Okay? No, whatever it is. If you have to think about it, no. If you got to think about it too long, you know, if you don't want to do it, but you've been the one that's doing it, you've been the one not saying no, try something new. Try something new so then that way you can see exactly where you stand with a person. Because giving a motherfucker the same thing all the time, if they keep coming back for it, it got to be something they like. It's a supply that's feeding something that they need. You know what I'm saying? Just let that shit, like, you know, you got to start switching up and changing how you move with people. How you move with yourself. You know, how you move with yourself. That's the first thing. How you move with yourself. Because when I tell you, I feel I have to block out everything, everybody. So it got me doing, you know, operating totally different than I did, you know, a few months ago. I'm like, what can I do to help me operate from my higher self and cut all this shit off and out that's going on? Because it's like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. And that's how we be feeling. That shit can become overwhelming. You know, and sometimes when you overwhelm, you don't even, if it's something that you haven't addressed, and if you don't know about mental illness, if you don't know about what bipolar is, or anxiety and things like that, you don't know what's happening to you, what's happening to your body. You don't understand what them feelings are. It's like, okay, am I fucking tripping? Am I going crazy? Nah, baby, you're not going crazy. You might be having a situation where you're overworked up and you tired. You tired of operating how you've been operating. That system no longer works. That system is outdated. So you have to change how you chose and how you choose to operate with anybody. I don't care if it's a job. I don't give a fuck if it's a church. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is in your life that's making you feel like this shit ain't right, and I'm ready to say what the hell with all of it. You know what I'm saying? Are you just stand by and go through this and it destroy you? It causes sicknesses in your body, illnesses. You think that you mentally ill, like you going crazy, which can cause you to do some crazy shit. This is a problem. It's a problem that's going on in our communities. And it hasn't been addressed to where it's big enough where people are feeling okay with talking about it on a platform or just out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying just out, where it's in the world where we coming together collectively, like, okay, we know this, it's okay, let's get through it. It's like you want to hide and you don't want some people want to hide and you don't want people to see that, because you want to put on this face that, oh, I'm okay, oh, I can handle it, I've been doing this, or you just ignore it. But it never goes away. Those feelings never go away. All it does is it stacks on top of each other. That's it. Because that energy has to go somewhere. If it's coming in and you're taking it in, it has to go out. As within, so without. It just feels so good to be able to share that, because I experience it. I have, and I do. It's a constant battle, but when you work on it and when you get to going, you're going to have your days when you just want to say, okay, I'm just going to have me a good day. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna even think about it. Basically, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna let it go, like we tend to do. Okay, you can have one of those days. You can have one, but you still got to get back to it. I honestly believe that I'm not a doctor. First, let me say that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't have a certificate in, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you from a spiritual standpoint. We have these souls inside of us, right? That yearn for life. That's just been awoken. That's just been activated. Okay? They've just been activated. So they woke and they're aware, but they still trying to figure out what the hell is going on and where am I? So now you ain't sleep no more. You're not asleep no more. You have to go within and address that soul that's inside, that's awoke, that's been operating at its lowest self, when really it has a higher self to operate at, and it knows that. It's aware. It knows. So while your mind is still connected to this world, and your mind is still moving at the frequency of what you were indoctrinated with, what you were taught, and you feel like this is all I know and this is right, it ain't right. So your mind and your body and your soul is not agreeing. It's in total conflict. Total conflict. So I'm going to say this again. As within, so without. So without, as within. You could say it either way. But everything that you need is within. So Ashley, how do I do it? How do I go within? You have to go and do that hard work. You're going to have to go and sit down. You're going to have to go in hermit mode, baby. You got to go in hermit mode. You know what I'm saying? He's going in that dark place, in that dark room. I'm finna go figure this out, and I have to go alone. Can't nobody go with me. Mama, you can't go with me. Daddy, you can't go with me. Sister, kids, y'all can't go with me. I have to go get this shit together. You have kids, you have a family. How do I do this? How do I get away from my kids? And I'm always, mommy, all this. You have to find a way. You have to find time, or you never will. and you'll be stuck, and you'll be lost, and you'll be sleeping. You'll always have these uncomfortable feelings, this uncomfortableness about yourself, knowing that, because in your mind you're gonna be like, this shit ain't right. Am I deceiving myself? Am I lying to myself? Yes, because you're not trying to find a way out, because you know that deep inside you know that this shit ain't right. I'm sorry. Fuck, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. This shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. I ain't been pouring in my cup and I'm feeling depleted. My soul, that's my soul pouring. But look at my eyes. They dark as fuck. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. They dark all around. You probably can't see, but... And she pouring in her... That's her soul pouring in the cup. That's not her actual physical. Telling her, baby, you got to pour into your own cup. Okay? You got to fight your own battle. Only your battle. Yours. Nobody else's. It's you versus you, baby. Okay? Yeah. So while I sit here, if I when I'm pausing, I'm getting downloads. So I'm waiting for a download to come through, because it takes time. You gotta wait until until the teacher send the message through to the messenger. I'm just a messenger, baby. I strive to be one of the best. Okay. So we think about, oh, well, God is here. We like, love God is here. Struggle God is here. Pain God is here. And we validate that. But look what you validate. You validating something outside of you. And watch how it's going to always come back to you. So if it's always coming back to you, then that has to make you think about, who is it really all about then? It ain't about these motherfucking kids. It ain't about that motherfucking husband. It ain't about that motherfucking mama, daddy, grandpa, none of that. Because we all came here individually, alone, for a purpose. We all came for a purpose. And yeah, I made a mistake and had, intercourse at a young age, which caused me to have a baby, but he wasn't a mistake. But I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'm not going to let that be my end all. My end and end all. It's not. I'm going to make a way. I'm going to have to change some things around. I'm going to have to leave that situation. I'm going to have to, this is not working for me. It's not making me feel fulfilled. I'm not going to allow my past to dictate my future. I'm not my past. Yeah, I did a lot of drugs, Yeah, I hung out and I kicked it and I fucked around and I wasted a lot of time, but that's time wasted. I got time moving forward. I just woke up this morning. I just woke up this morning. You just woke up this morning. You have the opportunity to go within. Nobody can tell you that you can't. The only person that could tell you that you can't is you. You're the only person. And you're the only person that can break your heart. These are the cards that came out too. I shuffled before I got on here. That's the swords. It's 3 swords and a heart. I hear mother saying, who said it was gonna be easy, baby? She said, it ain't gonna be easy, baby. That's what I hear mother saying. It ain't gonna be easy, baby. You know, on this journey, when discovering oneself, it can become very scary, challenging, lonely. But I can promise you that if you're doing it for the right reasons, and you're doing it for self, if you're doing it for self, that's the right reason, first of all. I can guarantee you that you will have assistance. You will have assistance. You will not be doing it alone. You will not be doing it by yourself. And when you get in there, all you have to do is listen. You gotta just feel you for a moment. It's isolation. That's what the hermit is, really. Isolation. It can be isolation to the point to where, so let me say this. If you're a mother, you have children, I'm just taking care of my kids. That's it. I don't give a fuck if you have 3, 4, 5 kids. I'm not dealing with nobody else outside of my kids. That's it. School, home. Y'all asses going to sleep at 7 o'clock. Eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have to get organized around this motherfucker because I'm gonna need my time. Shit can't be haywire. Now that's a way to get to self. Don't come knocking on my door. You can't just knock on my door anytime. If I don't know you coming over, the door won't get answered. It was, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, ancestors. I gotta tell them thank you, y'all, because I don't do this alone. No, I'm being channeled through. So I'm very grateful to be used. I'm very grateful to be of assistance, and to work with the divine. Is what I meant to say. They like, don't you be downplaying your position now. That's what they just said. Don't be downplaying your position. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I love this so much. Anyways, so I just want you guys to know that I love you. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I got some stuff coming. Okay? Some stuff coming. A lot of change energy. And I'm gonna even talk about my videos that I've done prior from this, and I'm gonna leave them on there because I want y'all to see how I was then from now. I want y'all to see the difference, and I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm telling you. So anyways, we gotta stay focused now. Stay focused. Focus. So yes, putting them to sleep at 7:30. They got school. You got adult kids, it might be time for their ass to go. We saying no. Okay? So that's just an example of what it looks like by going within and doing, getting to your higher self, getting to know who you are, healing, all of those things. That's just an example of, what you would do if the situation was whatever. It can be done. If you don't do it, you making excuses. And you don't want to do it. And that's fine. I place no judgment at all. None. Whatever your life purpose was, I hope that you see to it. I hope that you see to it. And if not, that's what you chose. It is what it is. No judgment at all. You can still watch this and you can still learn. And when you ready, you ready. I know I walked around a long time not knowing that I had a broken heart. When I was selected, I want to make sure I use the right word, and I did say selected. When I was awoken and I started feeling, and I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like the decisions I was making. I was seeing it from it was like I was seeing it inside of me, like it was another part of me. And then I would feel bad afterwards, or I would feel, because before that, I wasn't aware. I didn't pay attention. It was like at a certain, it wasn't even the age, I'm gonna be honest, you guys. It was a time. And I'm gonna make another video on that, and I'll have to go through my notes, because I'm making notes for a while. And when I woke up, like, a lot of things start happening in the world, and it was around the time, and just within myself, and whew. But I really do feel like it's not, no, they said take that back. I do know that I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I know facts. And this is why I'm making this video. This is why I'm speaking out. Because if anyone is feeling this way, you don't have to. The ways that I've described. And if you just can't quite put your hand on it, but you can relate to what I'm saying, let's stop hiding. Okay, y'all. So, like I said, this is one of my first videos. I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna make another video that's that connects to this one, that piggybacks off of this one. I send my love, I send peace and everything. Okay, I know y'all probably like, her eyes take a low. I got Chinese eyes, but yes, I send love, light, and everything to you guys. Okay, and I appreciate you if you made it to the end. I really hope that, this video, I don't want to come to, give too much in the first, we gotta, settle that shit out, like, because, it's a lot. And I understand that. So I'm going to give it to you in doses, because that's how I had to take this shit. Because if y'all did all put down on me like, poo, 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 I probably would have went crazy. I probably would have went crazy, okay? Like, what the fudger rubber is this? What's going on? Okay. It's crazy because I didn't bring the rest of my cards, and I would have had a love to give you guys. I got so many different ones, but I'm gonna share a lot of things with you guys. I'm happy to be back. I am in a very, very better place than I was. And like I said, if you look at my last videos and this one, the energy would flow so differently. It's gonna flow so differently. I have so much to share with you guys from experiencing what I have in life. And I know that don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? This what I just gave y'all, this little bit, that's gonna get you. That's gonna get you and say, it should. Like, it would get me if I heard somebody speaking with, come on, you know? And we connecting to the divine. What? The divine is giving us information, using me as a vessel. What? Like, what's going on, right? And it's happening all over the world. We have so many beautiful women and handsome men that's out here working to help us be better, like to help us and to show us the truth, you know, to get us out of our lower selves, you know, to get you in a place where you can operate from your higher self so you can ascend. It's time to ascend. We gotta quit playing small up out here. It's time to fucking play big. And you don't have to have no mansion. You ain't gotta have 5,000 in your account to play big. You don't. You don't have to have 1,000 in your account to play big. I know who the fuck I am. Excuse my language. Not. I know who I am. That alone right there, that's, come on, man. That's all I need. This is all I need. Now, I'm not talking about my physical. I'm talking about my soul, my mind, knowing what's going on. I can see. I'm not living in an illusion. That shit is over. You can't have me. Okay? Because I got my motherfucking self. I'd rather have myself. I'm going to take it all in. I'm going to manage it. I'm going to be the CEO. Yeah. And I'm going to protect it with my life. With all of it. What I got to do. Because I don't got to do too much because of who I work with. You see? I ain't got to do too much. As long as I do what I'm supposed to do. As long as I continue to do what I'm supposed to do. And I do right by me. There's no question about what I'm going to do for the next motherfucker. I've been doing right. That ain't no question. I'm going to do right by me. And that's what you got to do. Quit playing short about here. Quit playing small. Quit playing small. Like your life ain't valuable. Like your life ain't valuable, more valuable than a bag or 50,000. You feel me? Like, or 100,000. That money can't buy me shit. To be honest with you, I just had heard some shit about they supposed to be giving some it's something going on in the court where, don't quote me, that they're giving the money, you know, supposed to be giving the money to the indigenous people or something. I don't know, something like that, right? And reparation is what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Reparation, Mother. Thank you. Y'all motherfuckers can't pay me enough for what the fuck y'all done did around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay me enough. You can't give me enough money and buy me all over again, first of all. Because if y'all take that money and they do give it out, you gonna have to sign a fucking paper. That's like signing your life back over to these motherfuckers. Fuck them. I can have a motherfucking dollar in my account and I'm still gonna be okay. I don't walk with you motherfuckers. Talking hella shit. That's how much confidence I got in. That's how much confidence I got in what I believe in now. Where I stand. I stand on that shit. I stand on it. And that's just that. I ain't changing my mind for nothing. So thank you for coming to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth, you guys. I love you. And I hope that you guys come back. Round 1. We're going to go into round 2 even better, baby.